ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Today's presentation is about Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, the 10th Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the 10th embodiment of Dhan Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. When we read history of Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, in fact all the Gurus, it's amazing, it's unparalleled. We look at different spiritual people in the world, different Paigambars, different spiritual leaders, but our Gurus, all the Gurus, they lived a practical life, and life that connected with the truth and ultimate truth. The focal point of Sikh Dharma is the immortal Lord, formless God. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj connected a Khalsa, a Gursikh, to the formless God, not to a material or a human being. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, before he came to the world, he was in meditation of formless God. Where today the Gurdwara Hemkund Sahib stands, Guru Gobind Singh Ji has written in his biography that he did bhakti for many years before he was asked by God and sent to this earth to show people the true path, eradicate the evil, protect the saints. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he was one with God, and that is what we need to be. Hak Hak Andesh Guru Gobind Singh, Badshah Darwesh Guru Gobind Singh. This poem is written by Bhai Nand Lal Ji. He was originally a Hindu, from Hindu faith. When Aurangzeb found out that his son was being taught by a Hindu, because Bhai Nand Lal Ji, not only he knew the Hindu scripture, he also knew the Quran. He knew the translation of Quran. And one day Aurangzeb asked his son, where are you learning this translation from? This is amazing. And I can guarantee you, you are my son. It is not translation from you. Someone has taught you this translation. Who is this? And his son replied, it is Bhai Nand Lal. Aurangzeb was shocked. Bhai Nand Lal? Who is Bhai Nand Lal? I was expecting a Muslim to teach you the meaning of Quran. Bhai Nand Lal, he is a Hindu and he is such a great scholar. I want to see him. Aurangzeb summoned for Bhai Nand Lal Ji, and he, after meeting Bhai Nand Lal Ji, ordered that Bhai Nand Lal Ji should be a Muslim, convert him into Islam. Bhai Nand Lal, he was told by Bahadur Shah, Aurangzeb's son, that you make a runner. If you don't run away, my father is going to kill you. Or the second choice is you have to become Muslim. Bhai Nand Lal Ji, he was very, very firm in Hindu faith. He is looking for protection. There is nowhere to go because it was Mughal Empire at the time. There is no protection. But then he had heard about Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who lived in Anandpur Sahib, and Bhai Nand Lal had no other place to go for protection except Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Bahadur Shah gave Bhai Nandlal his horse to make an escape in the middle of the night. Bhai Nandlal ji is heading towards Anandpur Sahib. When he goes to Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj asks him to start washing the pande in the langar hall. Now, this is amazing. Bhai Nandlal is a great scholar. Aurangzeb wants him to become Muslim. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is not asking him to become a Sikh. He is asking him to realize himself. This is the difference. Where faiths of the whole world, they are trying their best to forcibly or by other means, by helping people, convert them into their religion, into their faith, where Sikh Dharam doesn't promote that. Every Sikh has to become as an example for the rest of the world. By virtue of your fruits, virtue of your deeds, people will be inspired to follow the true path. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj asked Bhai Nandlal to wash the utensils and pande in the langar hall so that filth of his mind can be washed away. Once the filth is washed away, Nandlal will be able to see the Akal Purakh Vaheguru within his mind, because ego is the stumbling block in the way of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. Now, Bhai Nandlal admitted that before he came to Guru Gobind Singh Ji's protection, he was thinking what role he is going to play in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's darbar. And he is thinking he will read the poems, he will write the poems about Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and he will be honored. Now, this ego, Guru Gobind Singh Ji could sense. And first of all, he is trying to help Bhai Nandlal to become pure, to become humble. Satsanga ji, after Bhai Nandlal ji has done so much seva in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's darbar, Guru Gobind Singh Ji then asked Bhai Nandlal to write some poetry and read in the darbar. This poetry, Haq Haq Andesh, Guru Gobind Singh, Badshah Darwesh, Guru Gobind Singh, is written by and composed by Bhai Nandlal ji, who has written amazing poetry in praise of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. In this particular poetry, Bhai Nandlal reveals that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is a Brahm Gyani. He knows Akal Purakh Vaheguru. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji is like a Badshah, an emperor, who can be trusted, who is kind, who is compassionate, whom I can trust for protection. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is not going to force me to follow any particular faith. I can remain in Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's protection and still practice Hindu faith. Now, this is beauty of Sikh Dharma. Pੈ kahu ko det na pੈ manat aan, ko nanak sun re mana, gyani tai bikhan. That person is a spiritually wise, who never forces anyone into a faith and is never scared of anyone. This is Shabad of Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. Allah Yar Khan Yogi, he was a Muslim fakir, used to write poetry. When he read history of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, the life of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he writes in his own words, करतार की सौगंध है, नानक की कसम है, जितनी भी हो गुरु गोबिंद की तारीफ वो कम है. I've read about Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. I swear by Akal Purakh Vaheguru, I swear by Kartar, the creator, I swear by Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, no matter how much I praise Guru Gobind Singh Ji, it is not enough. So Satsanga ji, people from different faiths, different religions, who have studied the Sikh Dharam, the history of, glorious history of Sikh Dharma, they praise our Gurus and the Guru Sikhs. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj reiterated what other Gurus revealed to the humanity. अब नासी प्रभ मन में राख, मानो की तू प्रीत त्याग, तिस्ते परे नाही किछ कोय, सर्व निरंतर एको सोय. If we want to see happiness in our life, progress spiritually, realize Akal Purakh Vaheguru, let's have a direct connection. Have a one-to-one relationship with Akal Purakh Vaheguru. No mediator. When we say Guru is our mediator, Vichhadiya mele Prabhu har darke ka baseet. Baseet means mediator. There is no human being there. Guru is wisdom. Guru is Gyan. Guru is Gyan and wisdom of Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj. We have to read the Gurbani. Gurbani is not just for recitation. Gurbani is there to understand and practice. So, Abnasi Prab Man Mein Raak, Manik Ki Tu Preet Tyag. We are going to take a verse from Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj from the Sukhmani Sahib Bani and do the vichar how Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was able to demonstrate his obedience, his adherence to the Gurbani, practice of Gurbani. Aganat saha apni de ras, khat peet barta anand ulas. Now Guru Maharaj reveals in the Gurbani that Akal Purakh Vaheguru, the Shah means the banker, blesses all his creation with different gifts, different blessings. And everyone is enjoying those blessings. Khat peet barta anand ulas. By using those blessings, having had those blessings, people enjoy their lives. Apne aman kich bahar saho le, agyani man ros kare. Now, a lot of people fall into this category. If Vaheguru decides to take some of the blessings and boons back, then ignorant people start complaining. Agyani man ros kare. Agyani means ignorant. Ros means to complain, be angry. Now this applies to most of us. And it's almost comical that I was invited to someone's house and they had organized Sukhmani Sahib Gurbani, recitation and Kirtan afterwards. Fantastic. So we all joined in. It takes around an hour and a half, if you do it steadily, to complete Sukhmani Sahib Gurbani. After the Gurbani was complete and the Diwan was finished, people started crying. Now, what has happened? They had lost, the children had lost father. Very unfortunate. The wife had lost husband. The parents had lost a son. They're crying. And there are so many incidents. I'm not blaming that family at all. We all are in the same boat. But what we need to do today is to learn from Guru Gobind Singh Ji's marvelous history. How Guru Gobind Singh Ji practiced Sukhmani Sahib in his life. Now, apni aman kich bahar sahole, agyani man ros kare. Now this family is crying 5 years later. Family is not settled. The son is crying, wife is upset, they can't function because a person passed away in Vaheguru's hukam and left this world. गावे को तान होवे किसे तान, गावे को दात जाने निशान, गावे को गुण वड्याइयां चार, गावे को विद्या विखम विचार, गावे को साज करे तन खे, गावे को जी लै फिर दे। वाहिगुरु, everyone praises Vaheguru, sings Vaheguru's praises. Why? Because गावे को जी लै फिर दे. Vaheguru takes away the G means the soul, the life, and then infuses back into a body. This is greatness of Vaheguru. But in Vaheguru's hukam, one comes, in Vaheguru's hukam, one goes. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji taught us to practice. Let's find out how. अपनी प्रतीत आप ही खोवै, बहुर उसका विश्वास न होवै. Guru Maharaj is saying, those people who complain when they are in suffering, when they are in pain, they lose their credibility with God. And Vaheguru doesn't trust them anymore. Suffering, Sadh Sangat Ji, come in almost every person's life, whether a person is Gurmukh or a person is atheist, Manmukh. But a Gurmukh is able to endure that suffering. Gurmukh knows it is Vaheguru's hukam. Dhan Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, who is sitting on the hot plate, gave his life away for the humanity. He had no complaint at all. He didn't say, Father, oh my God, why you are making me sit on the hot plate? Instead of saying that, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj utters the words, Tera kiya meetha lage. Vaheguru, I am sitting on the hot plate. In the fire, it's you. Because of you, fire is burning. Because of you, I'm sitting here. Because of you, I'm able to endure this heat. Give me strength so I can walk on your hukam. Tera kiya meetha lage. Your will is sweet to me. I have no complaint. Har naam padarth nanak manga. Only thing I'm begging you for is your naam, your darshan, your presence. Now, next verse is, Jiski bast tis aage rakha. Sadh Sangat Ji, if you look at what you possess today, just point finger on something that you have created yourself. And it doesn't belong to Vaheguru. Just point at something which you think is not given to you by Vaheguru. Guru Maharaj reveals in the Bani, Mera mujhme kich nahi, jo kich hai so tera, tera tujhko sompta hai, kya lage mera. Vaheguru, if I hand over everything that belongs to me, I'll be left with nothing. So Guru Maharaj reveals in this Shabad, Jiski bast tis aage rakha. If you want happiness in your life, whatever resources Vaheguru has given you, use them to serve Vaheguru. Jiski bast. Bast means the gifts. This aage rakha. Place them in front of Vaheguru. Prabh ki agya mane matha and obey Vaheguru's hukam. Now this is the way to attain that anand which our gurus, despite sitting on the hot plate, despite being martyred, they had that anand within them. All the Gursikhs who were on the charkhadiyan, in the wheels, they were wrapped on the wheels and crushed alive. Bhai Dayala Ji, he was boiled alive in the water. Bhai Mati Das, Bhai Jati Das, they were cut into half and they were set on fire. But they had that anand inside. Prabh ki agya mane mathe. Char Sahibzade Sadh Sangat Ji. Now, they gave their supreme sacrifices. They had that anand within. There was no impression or expression of any pain in them. When they were fighting in the battlefield, when they were being bricked alive, they were in Chaddi Kala, smiles on their faces. Now those people, those Gurmukhs who use the resources to serve Vaheguru, what is the end result? Uste chogan kare nihal, Nanak Sahib sada dayal. Vaheguru gives them happiness 4 times over. Chogun. Chogun means 4 times. Nanak Sahib sada dayal, the Sahib, the master, is always compassionate and merciful. Sat Sangat ji, in this world, there are a lot of rich people. They are very well off. Like you have example of the founder and owner of Microsoft, Bill Gates. You have Richard Branson, who is owner of and founder of Virgin. All these people, according to Gurbani, they have done meditation in this life or in the life before. And as a result of their meditation and bhakti, their devotion, they are very well off. Kai कोट घालै थक पाए, kai कोट बैठत ही खाएं. Millions of people, they work so hard to earn their living. There are some people who are sitting on their back. Everything is there on their plate. They don't have to work very hard. So why is that? It is the result of the bhakti from previous lives. But everyone needs to be very watchful. Because you are rich, because you are well off, because you are resourceful, because you are in power, you have to use that power and resources in Guru's wisdom. Gur ki mat tu le yaane bhagat bina bo dube chane. If you do not take care of yourself, if you do not acknowledge that you are wealthy today, you are resourceful today, you are powerful today because of your bhakti in the past life or previous life, then if you do not use your resources and your authority to serve Vaheguru, you can lose all your bhakti. In Asadwar Bani, Guru Maharaj reveals, "Ik hunda खाए चले एथाहू तिना भी काई कार नानक भगतां भुख सलाहन सच नाम आधार." गुरु महाराज कहते हैं भी जेड़े भगत होंदे आ उन्हां नूं पता हुंदा भई वाहिगुरू दा नाम जपना है, जो वाहिगुरू ने वस्तुआं बख्शियां वो वाहिगुरू दी सेवा वास्ते असीं वरतनियां. उन्हां दे मन दे विच वाहिगुरू दा बड़ा प्यार हुंदा है. Those who are true devotees, they acknowledge that Vaheguru has blessed them with so many gifts. But these gifts are there to place it back in front of Vaheguru, to serve the creation. Then they get happiness, which is fourfold. They get the Anand. One thing is for definite. Anek bhant maya ke het, sar par hovat jaan anet. Guru Maharaj reveals there are many bhant. Bhant means forms. There are many forms of the relishes of Maya. People can enjoy Maya in different ways. But Sarpar Hovat Jan Anet. Sarpar means definitely, be sure. All these pleasures, all these relishes will come to an end. How did Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who is Puran Brahm Gyani, practice that in his life? He demonstrated 100% adherence to the Gurbani. He practiced the Gurbani 100%. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who is Brahm Gyani, Tir Maliye, who were in possession of Dhan Dhan Guru Granth Sahib's first Sroop, which was composed by Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, they refused to hand over the first version of Guru Granth Sahib, the original version of Guru Granth Sahib, to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. They said, if you want to compile the complete version, and if you are Guru, if you are owner of the spiritual powers, Riddh Siddh Karmo Sab Hoi, Dusht Chhach Vai Sakena Koi, you have composed a Bani that a Gurmukh possesses the Riddhiya Siddhiyan, the spiritual powers. If you have spiritual powers, you are the Guru. You should be able to write Guru Granth Sahib by yourself. Why you are asking for the original Swaroop of Guru Granth Sahib? Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj sat down with Bhai Mani Singh Ji. He uttered the Bani from his heart, because all the Bani was within him. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Who is Guru? Who contains Gurbani wisdom? Guru Gobind Singh Ji and all the Gurus had all the Gurbani in their heart. They could tell you any Shabad, any translation of any Shabad, which from any part of Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj. So Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj recited the Bani whilst Bhai Mani Singh Ji and Baba Deep Singh Ji, they are taking the dictation and completing the Guru Granth Sahib in 1705. Wow, wow, Guru Gobind Singh, Ape Gur Chela. Amazing is Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who has such a humility. He is full of spiritual powers. All the spiritual powers, all the Maya serves him, but he is so humble at heart. Sarbanstani. Now, how does Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj practice Gurbani? जिसकी बस्त तिस आगे राखै, प्रभ की आज्ञा माने माथे. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj saw all his 4 sons in the battlefield. Before that, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj had his father save the Hindu faith by sacrificing his life in Chandni Chowk, Delhi. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, after the assassination of Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, he utters such words in praise of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. Thikar for Dalis Sir, Prabh Kiya Pyan, Tegh Bahadur Si Kriya, Kari na Kinhu An. Dhan Dhan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, again who possesses all the spiritual powers, shattered his body shell at the door of Emperor of Delhi, Aurangzeb. No one in the world, in the history, has done such an act, such a great deed, where someone sacrifices his life for the sake of others' faith, for the sake of human right. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, he became martyr in 1675 in Chandni Chowk. Then later on in 1705, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's 4 sons, 4 Sahibzade, they lay their lives down for the sake of humanity. जिसकी बस्त तिस आज्ञा रख है, प्रभु की आज्ञा माने माथे. Vaheguru, you gave me the 4 sons. Vaheguru, you gave me my father. But they have used their life so that foundation of Khalsa Panth can be stronger. It's a good deed. It's an amazing deal. It's a bargain. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's wording was, in putran ke sees par, var diye sut char, char muए to kya hua, जीवत कई हजार. What does it mean? In putran ke sees par. For the sake of these children pointing towards us, I have sacrificed my 4 sons. Var diye sut char. Char muए to kya hua? What if 4 are no longer there? Jeevat kai hazar. They are all my sons and daughters. Now this is practice of Sukhmani Sahib. Now we talk about doing Sukhmani Sahib part, and then we expect lot of happiness in the house, lot of anand in the house. Well, there will be, because Sukhmani Sahib Bani brings the sukh in the family. But are we practicing? Are we exchanging our Sukhmani Sahib part with temporary sukh, or are we looking for permanent sukh? That's a question today. Are we doing Sukhmani Sahib part just for temporary sukh, the temporary joy which is going to last for maybe 1 year, 2 years, or maybe whilst we are alive? Someone does Sukhmani Sahib part to have a big house. Okay, that house is there as long as you are breathing. The moment you stop breathing, it's not there for you. So that joy, that prayer you did after doing Sukhmani Sahib Bani, well, you decide, was it fruitful or not fruitful? But someone does Sukhmani Sahib part because he wants to become part of Vaheguru. Wow. He thinks Vaheguru has sent him to this world to just serve him. That person is not attached to the material. And that person who is mukt, who is liberated, can only liberate others. Aap mukt, mukt kare sansar. Only a person who is mukt, who is liberated, can truly liberate other people. I've come across, a lot of people here. Those who think they are like spiritual, very, very high class gurmukhs. They come along, then they are asking for cameras. They are asking for mobile phones from the Sangat. If Sangat with Pyar has given them one mobile phone, they want the second one. These people aren't mukt. Only people who are liberated, they have no attachment with the Maya, can liberate others. Another thing, another example I remember from when I was a very, very young child. Satsangaji, there used to be a person who used to just scream in the middle of the town. He will start from one end, go to the other end, just crying, shouting. And once or twice, a group of children sat with him because he seemed to be very knowledgeable. He knew English, he knew history. And we asked him, what's going on here? Why you go through the town just with one shawl and you are screaming? And this person started crying. He said he used to be a police officer. And his son committed a crime. He could not help punishing his own son. And his son was hanged. He could not tolerate it. He could not tolerate that separation, that his son had died, and he became mad, insane. Satsanga ji, Tan Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. When he walks out of the Chamkaur di Gadi, and he visits again the battlefield, the battleground, Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Jujhar Singh, they are lying on the ground. The Gursikhs, they came to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and said, Guru Maharaj, this is such an insult, dishonor for the Sahibzade to be lying on the ground. We want to cover them. They are your children. They are your sons. You know what Guru Gobind Singh Ji replied? You are all my sons. All the Gursikhs who have become martyrs today, if you can cover them, you can cover Sahibzade. Now this is the detachment, the practice of Sukhmani Sahib Bani. Jiski bast tis aage rakhe. Prabh ki agya mane mathe. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, Akal Purakh Vaheguru, you gave me the 4 and you have taken the 4 back. It's all your creation. It is hard. It is hard to bring Sukhmani Sahib Bani and Gurbani in practice. People read Japji Sahib Bani once and they are expecting miracles in their lives. Their son should be educated, daughter should be married, their house should get quadrupled, become bigger 4 times, their car should become bigger, faster. all sorts of, expectations. But remember, Satsangat ji, I'm not trying to be evil here. I'm not trying to, discourage you from reading Gurbani. Read Gurbani. Become part of the Gurbani. I'm just going to share a very simple example with you. When we recite Anand Sahib di Bani, there is a verse, Man chao pya prab agam sunaya, har mangal gav sakhi grah mandar banaya. Man chao pya. My mind is excited because I've heard Vaheguru is coming. Man chao pya prab agam sunaya. Agam means arrival. I've heard that Vaheguru is arriving. Now, do we feel that way? When we do Anand Sahib di Bani, do we feel that way? If we don't, then we are just paying a lip service. When we read Gurbani, we need to feel, become part of the Gurbani. Tirath nawa, jetis pava, vin pane ke nai kari. Vaheguru, I can only bathe in this rover if it is your will. Now, this brings humility in my mind. Do you feel that? If you don't feel that, slow down. Don't rush. Read Gurbani in a steady manner. Become part of the Gurbani. Have that feeling, the exact feeling what Guru Maharaj had in his mind when he composed the Bani. Then you will feel Vaheguru's presence. Ke zahar zuhur hain, ke hazar huzur hain. You will feel Vaheguru present with you. Tan Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he was 9-year-old. Sends his father for a supreme sacrifice. Bhai Jeta Ji, he brings head of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj from Chandni Chowk in Delhi to Anandpur Sahib. It took him so many days. It was so difficult to escape from that security. But Bhai Jeta Ji, being a true Gursikh, he took Guru Maharaj's head and brought it back to Tan Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who was only 9-year-old. A 9-year-old child loses his father, he won't stop crying. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he held the responsibility of Guruship at the age of 9. When Bhai Jeta Ji brought the head of Guru Maharaj, Tan Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he held him, embraced, and said, Bhai Jeta, Rangreta Guru ka beta. Bhai Jeta Ji was from Rangreta family. Rangreta, you are son of the Guru. At that place, Satsangat Ji, in Anandpur Sahib, very close to Kesgarh Sahib, there is a beautiful Gurdwara, Sheesh Ganj Sahib. And now this is the second Sheesh Ganj Sahib Gurdwara in India. The first Gurdwara, Sheesh Ganj Sahib, in New Delhi. In Chandni Chowk, where Tan Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj was martyred. He became a great martyr. The second Gurdwara where Tan Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib's sheesh, his head, was cremated with respect. That is in Anandpur Sahib. Satsangat Ji, as I mentioned before, when people from different faiths, they study the Sikh history, they get shocked. They are amazed. One author, Max Arthur McAuliffe, he has written 4 volumes of Sikh Itihas, the Sikh history. And I was surprised. I've read one of the volume. He has also done translation of Sukhni Sahib Gurbani and verses from Tan Tan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. He writes about Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj. He said, I've seen Paigambars, holy people of the other faith. They will give up their life for their own faith. First time in the history, I've seen someone who sacrifices his life for the others. This is unparalleled. Tegh Bahadur Si Kriya Kari na Kinhu An. That is Guru Gobind Singh Ji's wording. Same wording used by Macauliffe. Macauliffe was born in Ireland, in a place called Limerick, in 1841. He was sent out to India as a senior British administrator, but he was a great scholar. When he was in India, he started finding about the Gurdwaras, he started finding about the Sikh history. When he found out about Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, he stood in Chandni Chowk in silence. And he's trying to feel the same presence of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj as in 1675. Trying to feel how Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj felt when he was about to become a martyr. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib's wording was, I'm prepared for the third condition. The first condition was, you become Muslim, not only the Sikhs, all the Muslims will become your disciple. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj said, by force, it is a sin to convert anyone into others' faith. It is a sin if you force someone to follow certain faith. What is the second condition? Second condition was, if you show us a miracle, spiritual powers will let you off. Because we can't assassinate a spiritual person. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj said, a truly spiritual person will never show miracle, never basically go against Akal Purakh Vaheguru's will. So I do not agree with that. I'm not going to show you any spiritual powers. What is the third condition? Third condition is, you will be beheaded. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj said, go for it. You will see the greatest miracle. Now Macauliffe is standing in the middle of Chandni Chowk trying to understand what that miracle was. He writes in his book, the biggest miracle is the self-sacrifice out of which other miracles grow. Now he's thinking, what is the miracle? What miracle happened after Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj becomes the martyr? He hears a voice. The foundation of Khalsa Panth. Where Aurangzeb, who is the ruler of India of the time, he wanted to make one faith, one religion. But Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib's Shahidi, his martyrdom, made the foundation of Khalsa Panth stronger. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj founded Khalsa Panth in 1699. One thing amazing about Macauliffe was, last part of his life, he started practicing Sikh Dharma. And one of his attendants, who was with him when he passed away in London in 1913, said he was reciting very familiar words which I've heard in the Gurdwaras. He was reciting Japji Sahib Bani 10 minutes before he passed away. Now, the message I want to share with the Sangat here is, there is a great lesson. Macauliffe, he did translation of Japji Sahib. How many of us have done translation of Japji Sahib? How many of us understand Japji Sahib? And I can guarantee you, in your lifetime, whenever it is possible, I hope it is sooner. I hope sincerely it is sooner. If you can understand Gurbani of Japji Sahib and you can embrace that, implement that in your life, you will become a pure Gurmukh, a Puran Gursikh. Macauliffe, who is born as a Christian, he does translation of Japji Sahib, various verses of Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj, writes in English. He changed. His lifestyle changed. Satgur nu sabko vekhda, jeta jagat sansar, dithe mugat na hovai, jichar shabad na kare vichar. or just by looking at Guru Granth Sahib, just by listening to the Gurbani, just by reciting the Gurbani, you won't be liberated until you do the vichar of the Gurbani. I'm going to take you to Guru Ka Lahore. Now, at the age of 9, Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj becomes the Guru. Great responsibility. It's not easy. 9-year-old child who is imparting the divine wisdom to the Gursikhs. 9-year-old child who is trying to organize Khalsa Panth into a fighting spirit. Fight against the Maya, fight against the injustice. Great responsibility. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj fulfilled that responsibility with great honor, with great authority. Saad Sangat Ji, I visited Guru Ka Lahore. Guru Ka Lahore is a place which is situated near Basantgarh. Basantgarh is a place which is around 12 kilometers from Anandpur Sahib. Now this place is called Guru Ka Lahore. Now when I studied the history, I was amazed what Guru Maharaj was capable of. Dhan Dhan Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj got married at the age of 11 in 1677. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's in-laws, they were from Lahore, and Guru Maharaj didn't feel that it was safe to go to Lahore to get married. And Guru Maharaj said to his in-laws that he is going to make or create the same environment, same street as in Lahore near Anandpur Sahib. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj chose this place near Basantgarh. There was no water. Now, in today's age, you have to get some, pipes from somewhere. You have to contact, Severn, Trent water to get the pipes running to that place. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who is the master of all the spiritual powers, he pulls out his barcha, his spear, and hits the ground with the barcha. And when he pulls the barcha out of the ground, there was a fountain of water gushed out of the ground. In the Sangat, it was Guru Maharaj's cousin, Bibi Viro's son, Sangosha. Now he just thought that all the Sangat is praising Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Wish I could do that as well. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said to Bhai Sangosha, you can try as well. So Guru Maharaj gave his barcha, his spear to Sangosha. Sangosha now tries to dig the ground to get the water. When he tried that, the barcha bounced back and it never actually went in the hard rock. Guru Maharaj smiled, took the barcha and hit the ground second time. And when he took the barcha out, there was a second fountain of water. Saad Sangat Ji, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Mama Ji, Mama Kripal Chand, he was standing nearby and he said, Guru Maharaj, all the people go to Triveni. Triveni is a place where the three rivers meet together. Why don't you make this place Triveni? Why don't you hit the ground third time and have the third fountain? Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he smiled, hit the ground third time, and there was a third fountain of water there. That Gurdwara is called Triveni Sahib. And right opposite Triveni Sahib, there is a Gurdwara, Anand Karaj Asthan, where Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj had his Anand Karaj with Mata Jeet Kaur Ji. Now, this is very amazing. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is riding the Neela Koda, the blue horse. That was Guru Gobind Singh Ji's special horse, the blue horse. And the horse is getting very impatient. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, "Oh Neelya, tum bhi apne kartav dikha de." You know what it means? Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to the blue horse you can also show a miracle. So people will remember you as well. वाहिगुरु ओ कोड नीलिया तू ही अपना करतब दिखा दे दुनिया याद करेगी तेनू Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj when pulled the rein the blue horse the Neela raised his two legs and hit the ground with his hoof and hoof is called pod in Punjabi. When the ground was hit by the foot of Neela, there was a fountain of water from there. Sath Sangat Ji, even today, that is a mark, the sign, when Sangat has the darshan of that fountain which was started by the Neela, remembers the Neela Ghoda. So even Ghoda, who is in the company of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, becomes famous. Sath Sangat Ji, we are Guru de Sikh. If we practice Guru's Bani, if we love our Guru, then we will be honored as well in this life and the next life. I want to just recap. Month of December is full of sacrifices. What are we doing today? Buying Christmas presents, buying, getting the bargains, deals from the market, the shopping center. Great, do it. Celebrate Sahibzada's Qurbani. Now, question is, how do we celebrate? The first thing ever we can do is make sure ourselves and the whole family, our friends, they are practicing Guru Maharaj's code of conduct. Number one. Aap Mukt, become liberated. When you start keeping case, when you start, dressing like a Gursikh, people will have taunt on you. They will taunt you. They will make fun of you. But that is the price you are paying for Sahibzada's Qurbani. That is how you are paying homage to Sahibzada's sacrifices. Sath Sangat Ji, don't worry about it. There are a lot of people who appreciate Sikhi Bana, Sikhi Sroop, the image of a Gursikh. I've come across so many examples. We had by Kulwant Singh Ji, my brother, he was on the talk show, and he was saying he was a clean shaven when he was going to work. One day, his boss, he found out that he is a Sikh. And he said to Kulwant Singh, surely the Sikhs don't look like what you look like. And it brought shame to Kulwant Singh. He felt very, very ashamed. From that day on, he threw all his shaving equipment away. Sath Sangat Ji, look at his face now. You must have had his darshan last week on the talk show we had on Saturday. He looks amazing. His boss appreciates him. He goes to, travels all over Europe. And he said, there's no problem at all. Wherever he goes, there's a respect. And that is exactly Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said, Jab lag Khalsa rahe niyara, tab lag tej diyo main sara. Jab eh gahe bipran ki reet, main na karon inki prateet. So why we are shying away? Where is the problem? What is stopping us from being closer to our Guru? There shouldn't be anything stopping, because Guru is not just talking about this life. Guru is providing us the vision for next life as well. But what is happening today is we just limit ourselves to this human life, maybe 30 years, 10 years, 100 years. What will people think when we look like Guru Sikh? No one is going to think bad about you. People are going to praise you because you are so firm to your Guru. Sath Sangat Ji, in World War I and World War II, why Gursikhs were employed in the British Army? The very reason was all the Gursikhs, they were faithful to Guru Granth Sahib. They were very, very firm in their faith. And this is the this is the feeling of all the generals, the British generals of the time, that if someone is firm in his faith, will be loyal to the army as well. So we don't want to lose the honor given to us by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. We talk about, the turban, the dastar. We should be respected. Dastar should be respected. We will be respected if we do what Guru has asked us to do. Sache marg chaldeyan ustat kare jahan. If we walk on the true path of the Guru, the whole world will praise us. Praise anyone who is devoted to Akal Purakh Waheguru, devoted to the Guru. Sat Sangat Ji, during the course of doing vichar, I may have made a lot of mistakes. And this is small attempt to unfold the message of Gurbani with the Sat Sangat. And I must admit, when I try to do my research to bring the vichar to the Sangat, I learn a lot of things. And you can do the same thing as well. Do vichar in your own time. There is so much material available on the internet, on the websites. Do your research. There are so many nice books available you can get from the shops, and you can do your own study. But remember, if you really want to have a start in your life and you haven't started yet, start off with meaning and translation vichar of Japji Sahib. Move on to Jap Sahib, then do vichar of Swaiye and Sukhmani Sahib, rest of the Baniya. Gurbani is a very, very deep ocean. More you dig in, more you dive, deeper it gets. And I don't think it's possible in one human life to understand the depth of the Gurbani. But still, if we keep the humbleness, if we keep humility, if we have kindness, if we have contentment, if we follow the life of truthfulness, there is nothing stopping us. Bula Chukka di maafi. प्यार ना फतेह सांझी करनी जी। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।